Posada was coming off the high of the World Series when suddenly baseball became the last thing on his mind. Jorge Jr. was born in November, and there was a problem.
Well, as soon as we saw him, something wasn't right. Sure enough, he had craniosynostosis. It was tough.
Skull, it needs to remain open while your head grows, so it can grow perfectly round. And in Jorge's case, this side was 90% closed, so his head was growing to the side. He had a big bump here.
Coming to spring training 2000 was tough. Why this happening to me? And we knew we had to have surgery. We had to do it in the middle of the season because they had to wait till he was about 6 or 7 months old and do it. So it was August 2nd, and we planned to do it in New York while I was playing.
So in August of 2000, still less than 1 year old, Jorge Jr. had surgery on his skull.
His eyes are closed. He's got purple underneath his eyes. But the doctor tells me as soon as he opens his eyes, we can go home. Friday, I get back from the game, and I remember laying right next to him, and he opened his eye, one eye. He opened his right eye. I stayed with him that whole night. And Saturday morning, I go to the field, and Joe Torre asked me, "You want to play?" I said, "Yeah, I want to play today."
Maybe he was inspired by the courage of his son. It's something we'll never know. But Jorge had the game of his life.
Hit well to straightaway center. It could be. It is gone.
I was there, but I don't even remember what I was doing.
5 runs batted in for Jorge Posada.
A career high in RBIs. Still, his mind was elsewhere.
I don't even remember how we win or how we lose, or didn't matter. It really didn't. Priorities really changed.
But the Posada's ordeal had just begun. Jorge Jr. needed more surgery.
The first one was when he was 7 months, and we thought it was just going to be one surgery, but his case was pretty severe. He's had between 7 and 8 surgeries. I can't count them anymore.
How is it possible that such a tiny package could possess so much strength?
He's very tough. He's tougher than most adults that I know. He still has a little soft spot that I feel when I touch his head, and I think he'll probably need more surgeries. But right now, I just want to let him have fun, be a little boy, and try not to think about it. It's time for a break for everybody.
Naturally, Jorge misses his son every time he goes to the ballpark, but never more so than at his first All-Star game.
2000, I make the All-Star team. Everybody's got their own kid, and they got him with them. And I'm the only person without a kid. And my son is at home because he's not well. As soon as he gets well, he's going to come to every All-Star game.
So there he was in 2001, and again the next year. And it was in 2002, Jorge came up with a plan to celebrate his son's presence during the player introductions.
When they call my name, he's going to run out there, and you're going to stop at the wine line. So I know he was not going to stop. I tell Manny Ramirez, I tell Manny, if he comes out and he keeps running, you stop.
From the New York Yankees, catcher Jorge Posada.
And he's running by. Manny grabs him. So I grab him, and I'm like, where were you going? So he wanted to go to the mountain. That's why he wanted to go play with the dirt. I wanted to tell everybody, the whole world, that Jorge's doing good.
I was just sitting there. I didn't know he was going to come running out. So when I saw him, I just started crying. It was the best feeling in the world.
I found it refreshing to have little Jorge run out there, and it was a surprise to me, but I thought it was adorable. Little Jorge is, healthy, and hopefully all the surgeries are behind him, that it's allowed Georgie, not to worry or be concerned as much as he was in the past.
We know that he went through with his kid and his wife. I mean, it's nice to see him happy and take his kid to the All-Star game.
He's been through a lot of adversity. It's tough whenever you see your kid hurting, and he's got a real soft spot in his heart for kids.
The Posadas were determined to help other families with children much like their own.
I created a foundation. want to help out kids that really can't afford it, that got the same condition that Jorge's got.
With help from his fans and teammates, Jorge has raised awareness of this very serious affliction. Meanwhile, the Posadas brought a new addition to the family in 2003. Jorge Jr. had a sister.
Paulina is perfect, thank God. She's beautiful. She's great. She's the best, really healthy, and just happy little girl.
We counted her fingers and her toes and her heartbeat, and we tried to look at her head, and everything went perfect. She is tough, though. She's going to be just like her mom.
Uh-oh, Polly.
The pinstripes, the triumphs, the titles. Nothing means more to Jorge than his family.
On the field, he's very intense. He's very aggressive. He's very focused. And when he's here, he's always in a good mood. He's always relaxed. And he's always happy.
I'm completely different from the stadium that I am at home. I'm a lot more quieter here. I'm a lot more relaxed.
He's committed to his family and his kids, his wife. He does all the right things off the field.
I've really seen a difference in Jorge with not only the responsibility at home, but how it carries over to the ballpark.
You can talk about baseball and you can talk about other stuff, but, having your own and seeing him, walk around, it just doesn't get any better.